another made-up event not happening. So that's good. Who the fuck cares? I mean, honestly. Yeah, you just go, I don't understand what this is. It doesn't make sense. That's what mental insanity is. That's why, that's why you go, I don't understand what this is. They're just mentally insane. Right? Just waiting for them to die. It's not science. It's not a secret message. They're criminally insane. So, like I said, usually, they do something and they're probably still trying to smoke Adderall or take Adderall or shoot Adderall. Okay. So there was a time where they didn't like it when I would read what I was typing. And so they would make sure I couldn't read what I was typing. So they're having some sort of an issue where I can watch myself while I'm live streaming. God makes them think things. Yeah, God, I can see myself right here. There's a slight delay. Right. So something was going on where God was probably explain. They were like visually having a hallucination or something as I was talking. Right. Like it's more like they can't stop looking at it. So they blacked it out so I can't see it. Yeah. You have to understand severe mental insanity and just God won't let them stop fixating on me. Like they're wicked high on meth, like I explained. And they just can't stop doing it because they're in a containment and they won't do what God said. They're supposed to put me back on the regular internet, stop doing what they're doing, turn a snap card back on, probably even all of it, the income, the housing, and they refuse to do it. So he's like, because they are so dominant like that, that's how they're going to stay till they finally die and God puts them out of their misery. I mean, this latest business with the snap food card, you just go, okay, so I won't be calling you then. Okay. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they remember when they set up a dominance anymore. They're so sick. It changes. They have to change it to believe they met a goal they can't meet. I know you just go, so you're refusing to renew her snap card now. You've never done that before, so hopefully you're close to death. See if they go on a TV again acting like somebody else is doing that. Obviously, it's annoying, but it works out for the best for my species. They're being forced to self-terminate, so it's going to be insane. That's the definition of insanity. When you could have cycled for all eternity, but you're killing yourselves off on purpose. Of course, that's insane. You didn't just decide all of a sudden that you couldn't figure out a way to. I know you just. That's why I would assume they think that they're doing population control. Like all this stuff. This came up the walkabout when they're forced to present. Because they're psychopaths, it's so easy to get them to present. It's easier to get them to present than people that are not psychopathic because the thought processes don't make any sense. But because they're psychopaths, it makes sense at that second. It's easy for God to get them into that where they want me to know they're doing stuff. I thought your whole thing was you're supposed to be secret and not. I know you go, whoa, that was easy. Yeah, like I'm a big dum-dum. Like you saw on Saturday. Oh, looks like I can still type in here. And you go, oh my God, you don't have any brains left. Were you ever intelligent? Or you thought you were? It's gonna be tough. I don't use my intelligence for that, obviously. I'm not a mastermind of trickery and psychopathy and control of people's lives and figuring out how to terrorize people. I don't believe any intelligent being does that. But there's people that are insane and grandiose and think they're intelligent. It's common. Like Anthony from the Zodiac. He thought he was super intelligent too, and he was mentally retarded. Well, obviously, eggs aren't going to be on sale less than a week from Easter because that's what I eat. Peanuts, I guess, are going to be on sale because if they think I don't have the means to get them, I probably would have got them if I knew they were 2 for $5. But 2 for $5 goes by fast when you're down to 38 SNAP food units. So obviously, it's not going to be it gets to 0 and then I call you. I already called you, so you won't be getting another call. Probably. That came up with a walk. It's mental insanity. It doesn't have to make sense. So if they thought it went to 0 and then I called them. Okay. And you can see, like I said, they're not even supposed to be shutting it off. They probably haven't been supposed to be doing it since 2020. It's possible that they don't even require renewals from anybody else but me. They're so sick. Because when I went to the DTA app, it says that the next thing is April 8th. But then when you click on my details, it says it's closed. So how would it load on April 8th then if it's closed? Yeah. I mean, when you call it, it says that it was shut off on February 1st because of a recertification. Okay. How do I recertification it? Get it? So things that they think are funny, like suck your own asshole, I guess that's like that dude who was vomiting up shit. I guess you people be sucking your own asshole. You'd be vomiting up your own excrement like that dude told you. Not I will. It's probably a message for you. You're going to vomit your own asshole. Not I suck an asshole to get food. I know, just, could you imagine being that fucking depraved? I know, do you go to the Vatican? And that's what I'm saying. You go to the Vatican and tell the fucking Pope to suck his own asshole? Of course you don't. Your persona would not allow you to do that. You'd go there and kiss that guy's ass and then turn around and go, oh, he should suck his own asshole to your fucking buddy, but you'd never say it to his face. You're fucking ballless. You don't just get on a phone and go suck your own asshole. Like I went, okay, so do you have any questions about why we're all being subject to fucking thermonuclear weapons because of you? I'm not a fucking ballless wonder. I'm not stuck in a fucking thing where I'm trying to murder you and I'm talking like that's a fucking procedure. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna murder you, but if I was gonna, I wouldn't pretend I was doing anything else but fucking murdering you. And I sure as fuck wouldn't murder you by shutting off your fucking food. Kill you with my own fucking 2 hands. Fucking monster. Pussy ass. So I know dude will fucking marry you. Dudes don't marry fucking deranged monsters that try to fucking starve to death the virgin mother. That's why they don't marry you. Mystery fucking solved. You thought they weren't marrying your fucking black ass yesterday. Just wait till tomorrow. Every fucking voice is a fucking nigger. You're still doing that? Oh my fucking God, man. Fucking gross animals. Get the fuck away from me. They know who their fucking family members are. They know if their fucking mother works for DTA. Fucking break. Go home from work today and your kids tell you, You're not fucking living in this house anymore. Fuck away from me, you fucking monster. Did you answer a fucking phone today? Did you tell the virgin fucking mother to suck her own asshole when she's trying to recertify a fucking food card? But swear to fucking God, you go, how the fuck do you think we're living in this fucking house? $47 fucking trillion to you monsters. Deserve everything you fucking get. Oh yeah, their kid is probably already on a fucking colostomy at home. Going, oh my God, did you answer a fucking phone today? That's why I'm fucking dying. No, I don't want any more of your fucking corn grits or whatever the fuck you people cook. Fuck away from me. Sad, man. You're letting the fucking pie in the sky that goes on a fucking television kill your own fucking children. They care about you? And then the hostages in Gaza. Is that guy gonna marry your fucking ass? I should take a fucking bus to Atlanta tomorrow and inform these fucking people about why they're all fucking dying. Just like I did in Washington, D.C. Oh, I see that, yeah, no, they shut off my communications and it's a big funny fuck game and they won't fucking feed me. So that's why we're all getting nuked. And just so you know, each and every one of them fucking black woman on a phone. IRS, DTA, multiple fucking phone calls. So they're in some sort of fucking God sent illusion where they're better than you. And they're killing someone else. Yeah, I can suck my own asshole. That's why you're all getting lung cancer and dying. They're probably approving money for people to do nothing but fucking drive as I speak while refusing to give me fucking food. They're mentally insane. You know what that is. It's called fucking house nigga. It's exactly what that is. Remember those black guys live streaming in Washington, D.C.? I'm sure they know what a fucking house nigger is. Thanks for fucking killing it off your own fucking people. Like Jordan Smith and her basketball player dude. Was it her or him? They already lost multiple people in their family from cancer, and that was before 2022. You just go, they will not stop trying to murder me. They will not stop doing it. It's just, how can any beings be that profoundly insane? Some people want to know, but it seems they're unable to actually answer a fucking question since they're random people on the internet, or they're just so perverse they can't even talk. It looks like I'm still in here. Is it shaved or carpet? And then when you ask a regular, they can't respond. Yeah, just whoa. Are we supposed to suck our own asshole for food? After telling us to change our ping and security? Okay. Well, we'll see how long they can keep answering a phone when they're that sick. As opposed to doing paperwork and punching on fucking keyboards. Just, I explained some of it too. So, if by some miracle of God, people can actually hear me, but they can't type in the thing, just so you know, it doesn't mean everybody's not having a little bit of cognitive. I did it again on my phone. They're purposely doing stuff to the cell phones. And most people don't have landlines. So apparently, even when you get to a landline, it's that. They've never been this bad. This is like literal trying to murder people. There's no excuses about addresses. Before, they would say that they mailed it to the wrong address, or we need to call them. It was all these different things. Okay. Even both times when I called them, they said to call the local office. They didn't say to go there. Okay. Because someone might have said they don't have any income. So how are they going to get there? So if someone went to the Reading Library and tried to get on a computer at the Reading Library because they don't have a phone, then they would have the same problem. So they would ask to use the library phone, and still they won't renew their fucking food cards. So yeah, that would prompt a call to the police, because you go, is there anything that you can do about this? Like, I'm not asking you to kill them, but is there any way you can ask them to renew, just write down my name, my Snap card, because I've gone online. I myself have a phone. Even though they were other people are fucking with the phone, I could get to the website and I did all that. There's no option to recertify. And when you call it, it says it was shut off because of recertification. Okay. There's an option to get cash. There's an option to have someone stick their finger up your asshole. There's an option to get Tupperware stamps. I'm not kidding you. Call the number and listen to it. But there's nothing about recertifying for your fucking food. And then when you talk to them, they act like, oh, we don't do that. What the fuck do you do then? Why are you answering a phone when you can't do a fucking action? It says online that the office is open, so they're purposely not answering their fucking phone. They don't even let you go on hold. They say because of the call volume. A call volume? That's why you have fucking DTA connects and all that shit. Okay, so enough is enough. I'm just telling you, I'm not partaking in it anymore. That is up to the fucking people with the firearms to quietly, in a peaceful manner, without causing a problem with other people's fucking food cards, doing something about it. Or the whole fucking public knows that they're doing this too. It's not to get into it with them, but to just be aware, to maybe avoid them. Yeah, just they're always trying to cause a war. They're the people fucking with the phones. Yeah, they're always trying to cause a war. They've been doing it for 16 fucking years. Like, they were all ass hurt because they couldn't cause a fucking war before they decided to do population control that they fully planned to do the whole entire time. Okay. So, anyways, God's forcing them to self-terminate. So they're not getting a fucking war first. They got their jollies off in 2020 with people standing in line at fucking Costco's. They're gonna have to be satisfied with that, regardless of what the fuck they do to the Virgin Mother. We're not having the Crusades in the United States of America because of one fucking woman. That's why people are going like this. It's almighty. I know you go, I don't fucking like it either, but I understand why God's doing it. Just fucking kill your own people off and stop trying to cause a fucking war with food cards. Like you tried to display to us was going over in fucking Ukraine, storming the thing, burning shit, smashing government windows. We're not doing that. People can go fuck yourselves, smash a fucking government window. You people want to show up in Quincy Center so people can fucking kill you with clubs? Try that. Get out of your fucking satellite dish seat and show up in Quincy Center and they'll gladly fucking kill you people with clubs. Not with smashing government fucking windows. You did that shit already in Washington, D.C., and then you went, put the people in fucking jail. Talk about sucking asshole. You suck an asshole. This is terrible. Everybody, let's do this. Don't listen to a fucking person telling you to do that. Those people can get out of their satellite dish fucking seats and show up in fucking Taunton or wherever these offices are. Apparently, they closed the one on Mass Ave, Quincy. And then the people can come out and fucking kill them with clubs. And people can take pictures and they'll post it on their fucking gravestone. How's that? Not you make other people fucking flip out in battle war and then you watch it like a show. Perverted fucking old disgusting assholes. They're going to tell you there's people starving in Gaza. Then they're purposely going to fucking do it here. They will not stop fucking doing it. Oh, that's it. We're going to make up a law that you can only stay in a shelter for 9 months while refusing to renew fucking SNAP food cards. Therefore, calling for the fucking murder of God knows how many people in 3 months' time. How about if you go down in the city center and be fucking murdered? Try that. Maybe that's for the good of the fucking people. Maybe someone will have a crusade over your fucking disgusting ass. Anyways, my ankle was hurting a little bit just like last week, but that's day 1 of 4. I clearly can fucking walk, and I walk to a food pantry, but obviously you make a person angry because you're on a fucking computer, and then you call the cops and go, she sounds threatening on the thing. She sounds threatening on the thing? Why don't you show up where the fuck she is so she can beat the fuck out of you and we all cheer? Looks like I can still type. Type. Why don't you show up on the fucking sidewalk so we can watch a woman beat your fucking ass? Type in a fucking chat. Talk about a fucking show everyone wants to see. People don't want to see the Virgin Mother show. People don't want to see the Virgin Mother fucking yelling because you won't feed a show. They want to see you getting your fucking pussy ass beat in the sidewalk. Let's go. We got people with cameras right there waiting. They've perched themselves there every fucking weekday for about 3 weeks waiting for your fucking pussy ass. See how it doesn't show up? It's probably not even on this fucking land piece. I told you that. These people are just gross. Okay, we can see that you can type in the chat still. And then you went back into a persona, Outlaw Florida Alimony. Anyway, you can just show up publicly where this fucking person is that you won't stop terrorizing? Don't you want to terrorize her in real life? I tried this in 2022. I tried to challenge it by going, it can never show up in real life. Just every fucking thing I say it can't do, it's got to show me it can. Oh, yeah. And everything I'm not going to do, it's going to try to make me do. Let's see. How about I'm not going to beat your ass on a public fucking sidewalk for everyone to watch? Why don't you make me do that? You can pretend you're the fucking devil there. And then the whole planet will have a fucking world celebration. The Virgin Motherfucking beat the fuck out of it finally. The internet's back. Yay! People can fucking tweet and joke and laugh and use a snap card. Woohoo! Why can't that be for the greater fucking good? Seriously. Nothing, just Michael Foran. That wouldn't be me doing it, but could you just imagine a bunch of these people running around going, Izik, like they're me, and people go, are you saying I sick? And they go, your name isn't Mary Gladys. Why are you saying that? It's not a role people play. Do you have a birth certificate that says that you're Islam or Izik? No. Oh, yeah. That one's got to believe she's not the government, too, if she's calling me sir. I know you go, oh my God, how are beings that fucking insane? That's how God's containing them. I know you just go, this is the most fucked up war I've ever seen in my life. It's called the Civil War, which is translated to mean deranged animals that God contains, like the Matrix. Not they're doing it really on purpose. He's doing it to them. But they're still going to say demented shit like, you got to call your local orifice. And then they think that and then you get angry and it makes you look bad. What? Look bad? We want you fucking dead. We don't care what we look like. That's all it takes is a fucking was it even two? Two ab photos, and now I can't even renew my fucking Snapcard. That is why people don't marry you people. That is fucking insane. You're going to produce children with that? What if your child has your fucking midsection? They haven't made their children anorexic before in the ghettos. In the ghettos, I'm sure they have. There's probably a whole legion of young black women that are fucking anorexic, but we never hear about it. And then you have the ones that they purposely turn obese. Yeah, they do. Remember they used to be on Jerry Springer and they'd have like 8-year-olds that were fucking obese? They made them like that. How does an 8-year-old get their own fucking food? An 8-year-old doesn't feed itself. They do it to their own fucking children. That is why people won't marry them. You go, oh my God. Could you imagine this thing tells you it's pregnant and then it makes a kid? You clearly won't marry it and you go for a visit and the kid just is getting fatter and fucking fatter and fatter. And you go, what the fuck's going on? Why is this kid so fat? I'm not fat. I know, just will you stop fucking feeding my kid that much food? They won't. They're on the shows going, it's our kid. We can do what we want. I am sure there has got to be a whole legion of like, especially what is it called, light skinned black women? Because some people are really fucked up like that. You're envious of light skinned black women, but you're African? You don't make any fucking sense. You're not African. I don't know what the fuck that is. Cue to the fucking videos of all those beautiful black women with the fucking dying from AIDS over there with the English accents and shit. They don't look like you. You're African? We are African American. No, I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's an insult to other black people. Anyways, light skinned blacks. That's why Jerry's suntanning all the time. He's not fucking stupid. Just, what are you talking about? Hey, Anthony. I don't want to be mean to him, but the one that's sort of like wicked feminine looking with the braids, because his mother's white. You just go, I don't. I'm not sexually attracted to black men, but they got to be like black. They got to be like midnight fucking black. That is probably, there's probably some black men that go, oh, no way, man. You got to be like black as night. I don't go out with women that have pale skin. I am sure. Right, that is. Yeah, you got to be as black as that right there. If you're going to be black, you're going to be as black as that. You've never seen like real black people. Like that SEAL guy that married that model. He's black like that. Yeah, just, anyways. Otherwise, you look Spanish. Yeah. It gets like, you start to look like you're Spanish, and oh, yeah, there's nothing good about Spanish. No. All the rest of the people are just probably white with the tan, like Hispanics, Mexicans, uh, like Middle Eastern people, people in India, people that are in like the Philippines. Those are all white people with the tan. Like um, not Colombia, maybe Colombia. I haven't been there, but um, Cambodia. Those people are white with the tan. I know, you just go, there's really not all these different things, right? It's just weird. You really do kind of just have white people and black people, and then there's all this like a little bit mixed up stuff. I don't know if any of it's good. Yeah. Remember when people, everybody was saying that people want to have all these mixes? They want to have like black people and Asian people and stuff. I don't know if any of it's good. Yeah, I don't know if any of it's good. It seems, especially when you realize it's all done through these wars and this and raping people and forced breeding. I don't know if any of it's good. Right? What's wrong with people in their purest form? Well, except for English people, yeah. You don't really want English people, but maybe those English people are actually like inbred, like African Americans. Yeah, like well, no, I haven't been to the UK, but I've met a couple of people from there. So maybe the ones that they're talking about that are kind of funny looking and have the weird teeth, they have like bad teeth and stuff. Maybe they're inbred English people. Like just give a F, give a F. I gotta say, like, I think honestly, the people that I think are sort of like the funniest are like the meekest people, like Indians and people that is it, aren't Hindus supposed to be from India? It's the same thing with that funny way of talking. It's like real fast or something. It's like real fast English. It's like real fast English. It's like peace. I just think it's funny. It's cute. I just find it funny and cute Hindu people, but then this thing, Moroccan trap. Do they have like Bangladesh trap? That would be funny too. I am sure people that are quote unquote Asian, that's not Asian. What is that considered? Is that considered Europe, Middle Eastern, or that's almost European right there? But anyways, just yeah, like I think they know that they're funny. Yeah, like they're just like this is funny because we are Hindu, or this is funny because we're Asian or something. I think they know like it's funny in whatever the way that they talk and stuff. I think they know that. Just like that Little John song about we're gonna do some straightening up in this motherfucker and stuff. Like I think he knows it sounds funny. It's like he's trying to motivate white people. Right, that's what I think about it. Like he's trying to teach white people to like talk regular, so like stand up for themselves. Yeah, you got to be careful though because some of that goes into those animals. Yeah, some of it becomes primate stuff. Right, just be careful with that. Yeah, like everything is okay. We just had to have a battle war and call each other a bunch of names. No, that makes me stay away from you. Right? It makes me not like you. And I just go, I can't keep calling you. I can't keep calling you. I'm going to call you and then I got to talk and say nigger 57 times. I don't want to do that again. Just for real. I mean, I can't be like so enraged and like screaming silently that I'm seeing those silver fucking shooting things. No. So we're done. I can't do anything to do with you fucking people. Somebody else, the police are gonna have to deal with you and fucking fix this shit with the snap cards. I am fucking done. I'm not gonna have a fucking stroke and shit because of you fucking things. Not gonna do it. You're not getting a fucking Aaron Carter show out of me. I have a fucking medical condition, yo, and I have my shit under control. I'm not gonna let you people keep fucking with me. You know that you fucking stress me the fuck out because I follow a medical diet. And then you're doing this fucked up shit to me and you're doing that and then you watch it like a fucking show. You're evil. You're fucking evil incarnate. So we're done. I am not fucking calling you again. That is it for your fucking game. A reaction to what? Refusing to renew a woman's fucking food card? You're not getting just reaction to it. And whoever else you're doing that to. In the business that you're doing with the cell phones, with the keypad, so people can't punch in numbers when they're calling things. Because I'm sure it's more than just the DTA office. Anything they're calling, their credit card, the DTA office, Social Security, anything, their bank, anything that requires them to punch in numbers like that, you're fucking with them. So God's going to make sure that they know that you're doing it. The all powerful. If you're not the all powerful, then I'm not talking about you. Because clearly the all powerful views this and has to go in and go, I can still type. That's the all powerful. So if that's not you and you're ranting people on the internet, I'm not talking about you. So anyways, in terms of the thermonuclear weapons, I wouldn't expect that to stop anytime soon because this is even worse than 2022 because I didn't have a phone and I didn't attempt to call them to renew it. I don't even know if I attempt to go online to renew it. So that exhausted all the excuses. They didn't send a paper renewal. I called about 4 different phone numbers, 2 different days, and I did their DTA Connects online, and there's no option to recertify it. So that's all of their excuses. That's never happened before since I had a SNAP card. Okay, so I myself have a food pantry that allows me to go there that has a 1 card system, by the way, and I can walk there. So in 2022, they threatened me that I was going to be arrested and then sent for a renewal. They mailed one here without a return envelope and shut a train down for 30 days because they were told that I couldn't walk there and they know I don't have an income. So that would have essentially stopped me too, since I didn't have a cell phone. So anyway, by 2023, I called them on a landline and they renewed it as soon as I called them. There was absolutely no problem doing that. So you people have never been this sick. Just in 1 year's time, you've gotten that increased criminally deranged. So obviously, people are informed about that stuff. Not, oh, okay, they shut it off, but she has to do a renewal and they sent her a text. They didn't mail anything. They sent her a text and then she has to call her local office that won't answer a phone. Okay. And then if she can't do that, she goes to the phone and downloads an app. And then she did that. And there's no way to recertify it online. Okay, great. It's not the internet prison because she did it on her fucking phone. Thank you. She talked to 2 different fucking people. It's not just they won't answer the phone. At the local office, they won't. So don't expect that nuclear material to be shut the fuck off anytime soon or to get any type of medical care when you're fucking purposely trying to kill me. As weird as that sounds. Because they think they can. So the second they think they can do it to everyone else, they will too. It's part of dementia. Because no one does anything about it, they just keep fucking doing stuff. It gets this fucking insane. You're just blatantly trying to starve a person? Okay, well, just so we know what the fuck's headed our way. The people with the firearms, they have the power to put an end to that bullshit. Second it starts. The second you try to foreclose their house, get them fucking fired, shut off their Social Security, they'll have to form a fucking militia to quietly slice your fucking throats and then turn the cards back on. Because clearly it's the Social Security office and the DTA office at least. So you can't have 7 million people have all their fucking means shut off in a swoop. You can't have 7 million people using a fucking food pantry. That will cause starvation. So there's plenty of food at a grocery store, just that one. No one's in a frenzy there. People are just waiting for God to fucking kill you people. So this finally fucking ends. It's a card that distributes fucking food in an orderly fashion. That is free food. Again, if you think they're trying to free up the food because you keep making up stuff, in 2022, it disabled the Wi-Fi adapter on a fucking laptop so I couldn't register at a food pantry. Okay? It just kept doing it, flew into a fucking rage when I walked to the church at Christmas time to get the, what was it? Was it a chicken that year too? As soon as I came back from there, it fucking did it again. It wouldn't stop doing it. It's complete dementia. That shit, I don't know if there's anything anybody can do about that, right? But clearly, all they have to do is renew a fucking snap card and that shit ends. Obviously, when I told the food pantry about it, they just gave me a time. So, yeah, you just go, look, I'm having issues with my internet. I'm not going to be able to register every week. Can there just be a time I come? It becomes everything and anything to cause a fucking problem with food. It's part of dementia. Talk about a wheelchair rolling around the kitchen. You're talking about people controlling fucking cell phones, computer systems, the DTA office, fucking Social Security. Oh yeah, they're rolling around in a fucking wheelchair, blocking shit. All right, just waiting for God to kill them. The title means that nobody is reacting to the latest bullshit with the SNAP food cards. That's what the title means. I was just at a grocery store and I took a 2-hour walk. So it's almighty. So when the people that are causing the problem with what to do about what's going on here die, the rest of the transition plan that was already fully explained will go into effect with the remaining people here. People don't have to worry about housing and shit until they can't drive anymore. Right? That's the only reason why people would need to move closer to the city or something. Right? That doesn't have anything to do with shutting off people's incomes and fucking SNAP food cards. Right? That's why it doesn't. Mental insanity doesn't make sense. People that are ill and won't stop doing fucked up shit. It's really not worth discussing. So anyhow, like I said, to the people that actually do the fucked up shit and then watch it on a fucking computer like a show, you should have the satellite technology to see that there's people that are waiting for you on a sidewalk. Whenever in any given day you decide to harass a fucking man and not the Virgin Mother. Show you have any amount of fucking ball sack at all. I don't know where you guys live, but you definitely need to decontaminate if you're outside today. You live here. Just a warning. If you're outside today, you need to decontaminate. You need to take a shower. If you can't smell that, no, not your BO. If you can't smell that radium, a lot of radium outside. I'm not gonna be able to wear those sneakers much longer. They cost me like $3 at Savers, but they were already pretty worn down, and they're just not, definitely not meant for that much walking. Right, so I've done everything I had to do today. You can't shower? Is that because you're disabled or you're outside? Are you afraid of the water? I was told when I took a tour of Versailles that I guess back in the days they something happened supposedly where they were afraid of the water. That's why it's called the powder room. Because they would go in powder just like what you could see outside of the clothes or something like that. Like people were getting sick and they didn't know where it was coming from and they began to get afraid of the water. But it sounds like a progression of brain disease. Some people, they start to get afraid of the water. And some people's skin, they can't handle bathing like that because their skin becomes too dry. Melissa was having an issue like that. I got her to be washing her socks and stuff out in the sink, yeah. But she has something like that. I don't know if stuff happened to her in the shower. Some people have PTSD and stuff, but I never asked her. Well, the other thing too is when you're in a shelter like that, I don't know if she'd be like that in her own apartment. They had limes, which I probably shouldn't have got, but it was like under $2. So have my lime juice. I got another water too, so I got plenty of water for. Well, we'll see. Today wasn't too bad. If I do it every day, I only have to bring that one little bag with me. I don't have to bring the big bag. So I obviously the less times you go to the store when you're that low, I have 38 SNAP units left. So can only be explained so many times about the medical diet, right? It's just I don't think people that are like flying it into murderous ranges over flat abdominal sections are caring about your medical. Yeah, so they can't do that. They're relying upon medical care, and then they become wicked deranged, apparently, and paranoid, and think there's a grand conspiracy. They don't like it that I basically explain to them how to survive. They don't want that. So some of them, that's probably their motivation. But once you get into a certain level of dementia, I don't know if there is a reason. It's just mental insanity. Like brains so gone that they're not really comprehending, or maybe they are comprehending, but they don't care. They don't think they're going to go to jail, so they don't care that they murder people by denying them food and water. It just becomes everything and anything they want to do. And it's their brains are so sick, it's difficult to explain to them that their brains are sick and they wouldn't want to be doing that. Like that dude was talking about his wife. They had to basically put her down. Yeah. Well, you maybe have wicked dry skin. I could see that. It might burn if your skin is dry. If you're trying to use too hot of water. Yeah. Especially if you go way too long without bathing. But especially if you're living in Washington, D.C., I would think everyone's skin is burning there by now. Especially if you were sitting on benches outside. I was there one day and left with radiation hives. So I would say mostly homeless people, they're doing this stuff too. People like Brian, because he had no way to bathe. I went through it when I went into the shelter that last night. Usually I wouldn't know it because I spend the night there. They tell you have to wait until after dinner, and then after dinner they probably tell you after smoke break, and it probably just goes on, and it's all a bunch of horse crap. And then by then, there's all sorts of people showering. There's all sorts of people at a dorm, and he's a dude, and they make them shower together in a group. And he's already been victimized, and dudes are not nice because of the way he looks. So it's just a whole entire thing that's just a bunch of nonsense. It's even different than me, but yeah. Oh, it's too big. She literally told me they don't give out toiletries until after 6 o'clock. Okay, well, thanks for the admittance. Now that explains Brian Buchanan more and how damned you people are. Because you know damn well that the dudes are all forced to shower together, and you have male sex offenders in here, and many of them aren't nice, including that guy, Paul, with the cane that wouldn't leave him the fuck alone. That you let stay there even though he has housing. Anywho, you can solve that problem by putting Brian Buchanan in his own fucking room or his own apartment. Right. First, you offered that guy housing, he wouldn't take it, so you give his fucking victim housing to get the fuck away from him. Try that on for size. They were actually told that they reported that guy to the fucking library, you know. So if it's all in a phone, it's all in writing, it's still in the phone. They ever tried to deny that they were not aware that that guy was bothering me. At least, if not Brian, too. They don't give a fuck. Guy's right in a fucking shelter with me after I told them that I had to report him for criminal fucking harassment. So anyway, that's what the nuclear weapons are for. So hopefully it smells like radium out in Quincy, too. And then you go, there's that much radium in the air and these people still won't renew this woman's fucking SNAP food card? Yowza. They're going to win the battle. We don't know what the battle is, but they're going to win it. They're not going to answer the phone today. Okay. Because in 2021, I was attacked at a train and evicted from a house to force me to go out there into a fucking DTA office so they could pretend there was some reason the card was off. What are they going to do now? Are they past flipping out in a mania like that? I don't need a kiosk. I have a fucking cell phone. I don't need a kiosk. Yeah. I have DTA fucking connects. No option for recertification. It's the same phone number, by the way, in case you were wondering. If you went to the website, that's the same phone number I called. If you call that number, you will hear that there's no option to recertify a fucking SNAP food card. So another battle won. Tomorrow's the day I register for the food pantry, and then I got to decide by Saturday about what I'm going to do. If I'm just going to walk there and then carry whatever, which will probably I'll regret, or I'm going to figure out about a cart with no fucking income. Yeah. But it is what it is. They had nothing up at the donation bins. No strollers, nothing. No clothes, nothing. So uh, 3 o'clock. I probably should put my bed down. I gotta cook, I guess, some. If I'm gonna have lunch today, I gotta cook up some more pistachios, mix it with this business. It looks gross right now, but when it's, I would probably put it in the pan and recook it with the other stuff, with the new stuff. It's food. I can live on something besides ham hocks and pork rinds and what is it, Kentucky Fried Chicken and sweet potato pie. I like watermelon. I would actually want some watermelon. Yep. I actually used to like fried chicken too, by the way. I like fried chicken, yeah. But I don't go to restaurants because slaves work there. That's how bad I am. Yeah, I'm a bad, bad, bad fucking person. So it's all good. The other people with the other couple that are married, it's because they're stuck in a bad marriage. The people that don't give a fuck, it doesn't mean no one gives a fuck, but it's because they're stuck in a bad marriage. So they got a char is a char and a neutered male is a neutered male, but their sort of lifestyle and reasoning is different. There's a bunch of white women that live in public housing and stuff too. Like just dudes won't marry them. They might be screwing just really bad dudes, but it's part of the problem with premarital sex. Yeah, people aren't perfect, and then you would hope to God you wouldn't be stupid enough to get someone pregnant, but it happens. So it just depends. I don't really consider Patrick to be a bad person. Um, what's interesting about him too, even though he has two children with her, Is it 2 or 3 children he has with her? Like, there's a 10-year difference. I know you just go, "Oh my god," like, dude, that's why I successfully got him away from her. Just he's like me, he had to just basically let it go with his kids, but, he never married her. It's like, dude, you never even married her, I mean, come on. I think he said she was 17 or something when they were going out. It's like, okay, that's a literal minor. Get it? I mean, that's like not as gross as Brian, who said he doesn't have any children, by the way. He doesn't have any kids, and he doesn't want children. So, um, it's not as bad as Brian, right? But you just go, that's you clearly got stuck in something because you didn't want to have like a an intact family, but you didn't even marry her, so you already committed the crime. Just let it go. Yeah, like at the time, obviously, it would have been better just to not have anything to do with the children because, and not let someone drag it out that long that you actually formed a bond with them and then they do it. You would have been better off just going being one of those dudes. Yeah. You would have been, he tried to not be one of those dudes, and then he had to convince himself that this chick was his effing soulmate. I understand how it happens, but give it a rest. The horoscopes, the soulmates, all this business, and then you're gonna go back to her and all this stuff. No, you're not. No woman that cares about you does what that chick was doing to you. And you would have married her. Like you're like a chick that's like doing that. Like you're doing like a Nicole or a Mary, except you didn't marry her. Sometimes when you're young, because he was even younger than me, sometimes when you're young, you think it's all over, and then you make your mistake even worse. I just It doesn't mean you can't be what you want. That's why people have nothing to do with these females if they refuse to just stay away. And then the females, right, they have their own set of problems. There's females that want to, get rid of it. And then all of a sudden, a dude thinks she shouldn't get rid of it. No, tell him that you're even pregnant. I'm sure the wise ones don't utter a word. You never hear from them again. And then they just get rid of it. That's what a wise female does. She doesn't even go down that road. Right? She'd either have an abortion or she'd give it up for adoption, or she might have like a kid and never tell you about it and go on with their life. Right? You don't have to make the problem worse. That's why they invented abortion. They didn't want women to feel like their lives were over. I mean, your life isn't over after an adoption either, but some of them have some credence into what they're saying because it affects their body if they give birth. Someone like me, it's no one would even know you had a kid. Yeah, if I gave birth at 23 and adopted out, no one I ever met in my life would know I had a child. Right? Just, I'm sure there's people like that, but some of these people are greatly affected when they give birth. So that's probably why they didn't want to have to keep doing that. So that's understandable, but that's why you embrace other things like proper courting, God killing people that rape people, God killing people that rape children. You embrace God getting rid of them. So then you don't have any of those problems. Well, that's why it's a different species, and my species accepts logic and learns to control themselves, right? And you just, when you can see, that's all about law, that's all about ethics. That's what ethics is. People that can't stop reacting about people, quote unquote, judging them can't even enter an ethics fucking class. I mean, I doubt most of those people attend university, but they sure as fuck couldn't be in an ethics class because they can't stop doing it. That's what ethics is, where you go, people did this, and then people did this, and then people did that. And it doesn't work. So you take cold showers and you wait till you're at least 22. Right? That because all that other nonsense doesn't work. Too many problems that can't be solved. Not you accept everything. Well, what are you going to do? I mean, that's crazy. Proper coding, that's crazy. Okay, when a person says that to me, I am not talking to a person anymore. Okay? Paul, disgusting dude, the hat and the cane. Telling a 36-year-old man and a 52-year-old woman that that's crazy to proper court. Okay. Gross. I know some people would go, when's the last time that dude had to worry about that in his life? Never. That's probably one of the ugliest people I've ever met in my life, by the way, that guy. That was like gross. And then to listen to a person like that, because he's so demented, tell me that I was all over him in the crypt and kissing his face and shit. I think he was completely depersonalized into Brian. He probably saw Brian and I sitting in the crypt one day and told himself it was him. He's that sick. That is like, whoa, you're in the corner. I see you kissing him. Remember that Derek guy? Gross Derek. You're in the corner. You're kissing him. He kept playing the same song on his phone. It was like his coping song. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to cook food. I forgot. I can't just go for soup in his food like I typically was doing. I got to change into these things. This will help my ankle. It's not too bad today because, yeah, it's already starting to go away. That's good. Because usually the flip-flops make it worse. You guys use Snap food cards? They don't have that many protesters today. I'm going to be not wanting to get up now, but I have to. I have in the past just eaten some of this. I don't think that's going to satisfy me today, though. When it was getting, at the shelter, I'd get one of these because it's cheaper than peanuts, and I could eat a whole one of these. But I mean, you eat a whole one of these, it will a little bit slightly bother your stomach. I gotta say, yeah, a little bit. It's different than peanuts. Birds love this stuff, by the way. Sunflower seeds, love it. You want a bird to be your best friend? That's what you feed it. Like those little, I don't know if they're called sparrows. They love those things. They will literally find you in on a lawn or something. That used to happen to me. I'd be like tanning and something, and oh, here comes a bird. Hop, 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 looking for sunflower seeds. That was so cute last night. I was watching videos about prairie dogs. It's a good day, let me tell you. All right, I guess before well, unless I just wait until dinner time, which is possible. since it's already after 3 and I'm not starving, but I'm on a 4-day blitz, so I don't really want to keep doing that. Maybe just today. Last night's dinner, they had no bananas on the clearance either, of course. They had them like, I don't think it was yesterday. No, I think they had them Friday. Did I go to the store yesterday? I'm coming down from a wicked stressful situation. These plantains aren't ripe yet either. I had 2 bananas last night. Finished off my bananas. They had stuff on the clearance, but no bananas. The last time I was there, they had bananas, but I didn't get them. Which it was probably Friday. It was probably before the food pantry because I figured wait till after the food pantry. And then lo and behold, no food pantry. And then to some degree, I was waiting until I called the SNAP office to do stuff. And you go, I got to have eggs, so I'm spending $4 on eggs. I think it's best at this point for these people to just face their criminal insanity. I really do. I think it's best for them to face their criminal insanity. I mean, clearly, at some point in time, I'll be back on the regular internet. I don't know if that's some of the stuff when people get blocked off the internet. Right, you just go, it's called public pressure. When you have public pressure that something is unacceptable, people like that stop what they're doing. When you shut off people's communications, you're really putting people's lives in danger. I'm not going to overthink dementia. I know you just go, I'm not going to overthink dementia. That's all that God tells me. It's just dementia, right? There isn't anything about like anything to even, that's not even a topic discuss, right? It's just, that's all he ever says is don't overthink dementia. Things are so weird right now with this stuff with the screaming, right? Because you go, yeah, clearly it's stressful. And I said it usually happens when the snap card's off. So I feel like I'm picking up other people's vibes. And this is the worst because you go, there isn't anything she can do. But there isn't anything she can do. So at least come to terms with the fact that you're murderously insane, maybe. I don't know if you'd have to admit to yourself, God, another living person, that you're just trying to murder the Virgin Mary and just, I don't know, maybe other people will ask you folks why you're doing that. So I'm not, to me, it has no meaning. Usually people deny they're doing things or they just scream back at you, right? Because I have a person that blocks me all the time and she blocks him in the kitchen. So they usually will like yell and stuff and not really say what they're doing. Right. So that would be weird in a DTA office, just person after person that's just prepared for a person to just flip out and yell, and then you just leave calmly. Um, yeah. And then I don't know, maybe eventually an ambulance comes, or people are just going to let people keep working like that in the police doing that to people. I don't know. Yeah, like with the World Wide Web, if I'm not shut off, I can, what do they call it? Appeal, is that what they call it? To these people's families. Like, do you have a family member that answers the telephone for the Department of Transitional Assistance? Okay. Do they work in a DTA office? Do they have anything to do with DTA Connect's website? Anything like why there isn't just you hit I'm in it, like they accepted me into my account and I can view my benefits. Why is there not an option to just recertify it? There's a telephone number that I've called repeatedly. There's not a way to recertify it through that phone call or talk to a person. So it says on the laptop, anyway, when I looked it up, that the Quincy DTA office, for example, is open. I don't know about the other ones. So, did I call that phone number? I'm pretty sure I called that phone number. Yeah, I even called the Quincy phone number that's listed there. It's like high volumes of calls, blah, blah, blah. Like when you hit the option to talk to someone, they will not pick up the phone. It's not wait online. They just won't even do it. So if you had a problem where you can't service a function, why do you keep shutting off the automatic recertifications? Okay, like why does it say April 8th is my next benefits, but it was shut off on February 1st because of recertification? Is it possible? Like, can anybody go into the computer? Is it possible that some criminal went in there and did that and it's not even something you do? Because it would be as simple as you going into the computer system and fixing it. Because I don't know about the cash, if that was even supposed to happen, but I'm asking you about food. It's not about cash. I have no intent to contact you about what happened with the cash. It's about my SNAP food units now. First in October, you shut off my cash. You said I didn't cooperate with Social Security. Okay. So we're done with that. We're done with the Social Security application, and we're done with the DTA cash that's associated with the Social Security application. Even though Social Security never told me they denied me, but whatever, it's done. You went into the thing and stole $600 off the card. This is about my food. So it's not about I'm in a dominance and I think you should do something. I just tried to, for 2 days, attempted to contact you people. There's no other way for me to contact you. You didn't send me a renewal notice in the mail. You left a text message on my phone. I mean, a voicemail that I deleted. You left a voicemail on my phone that I deleted. And then I just spent 2 days trying to contact you. So that's the other thing too with the emails. I don't know what that is other than, again, dementia, that you keep asking for email addresses. I don't know if it's because you think people don't have an email. Right. So I would say that's why. I don't expect people at a DTA office to be doing this, but I wasn't sure if people thought they were doing psychiatric exams. You don't do that when you give out food cards. That's not your function. Doctors do that. So yeah, you go. I think she cleared all of your mental assessments and you still didn't recertify the card. So I'm not even in a house. I don't have a house for you to steal and make up that there's a reason you're saving me from a house. I'm in somebody else's house. They both have incomes, right? So that's pretty sick. Oh yeah, I didn't take the cabbage out of the freezer, but I guess I could do that so it thaws out a little bit. It's gonna be if I use it frozen like that, it's gonna generate a bunch of water. I don't know if I want to, but I hate it when my meal is like too. I hate it when liquid forms. I like it when it's dry. The only time I like liquid in the bottom of it is when it's like fat. Like if I cooked chicken and didn't drain the pan, that's the only time I leave liquid in there. I don't like liquid at the bottom. Some of the vegetables, yeah, it gets annoying if they generate. That's why I don't like to do cucumbers. I've done it so they wouldn't go bad. I've cooked them like a piece of it in the meal, but I don't like to do it because it makes too much water. Like I've used salad stuff before because just so it wouldn't go bad, but it makes too much water. Drinking some water. Oh, this one's already back in some water. This must have been the one I had next to my bed last night. That's the one I just bought. And then I've got two more. What I think it goes on with me in the long term is God explaining to people why they can't cycle back here. Yeah. Like that's ultimately what that is. So I would have to assume that there's other people that can view this besides the internet jailers. So I'm going with that, given that I can see it on a phone, but people are not allowed to comment. So a lot of people have probably exhausted that telephone number, like it was done to me. That's happened to me with the house phone. When you go, but you shut off all my other accounts have been deleted. Yeah, like it just becomes like a horrifying, demented insanity. But um, I remember years ago someone responded when I said something about that because they didn't understand how insane they were. That happens with mental insanity where people think that things have a meaning that they don't. Like I'm missing out on some sort of grand scheme thing that a person is doing and not they're mentally insane. That's still mental insanity. So it's so that people understand why they can't cycle back here. Some people have those questions, and it's beneficial to the people that are going to cycle back here. It helps get through times like this that it can be difficult, and that God is not allowing it. Like people like Jim Carrey that look like they have shell shock, as they call it. Like he's just coming out of a disassociation and he's shocked by what he's seeing. I explained to you, it's like your whole body wants to vomit. Um, you because you never imagine how insane and cruel and sick people can be because they're not actually people. They just look like people, but they're not. I don't know if he really explains it to them, and we shouldn't care about that. It's anything that keeps them calm. So some of their thoughts and stuff are weird. So just be glad you don't have to hear them all. So the sun is coming out again. I was either last night or the night before. I had a weird dream about that, about the nuclear weapons. Yeah. I think I was walking around and I was like, I don't know if I was dismayed or I was just talking about how other people are hiding in the houses or whatever, and I'm subject to it all or something. It was something like that. Like it was like totally going off like that. But I was like outside walking around because that's what I'm saying. The homeless people are subject to that and they can't even shower. Like people that, like when they kicked me out of the hotel, I think they knew that they were being nuked. Yeah. And so, like, they do it to people so we can't decontaminate. Uh, and you just go, okay, well, I'm the Virgin Mary, so just so you know, you can't enter into eternal life. Okay, so um, at least in this physical form, I don't know what God has planned for you when you die, but I can guarantee you that you can't stay on planet Earth with me. So, right down to refusing to press a button and renew my SNAP food card. So, what it means, ma'am and sir, is that you can't stay on planet Earth with me because you're not allowed to kill me. You made yourself some sort of natural predator of mine. So that's a little bit shocking to some people that you believe you can hunt and kill human beings. Okay, people aren't used to people that level of reason and insanity. Okay, especially controlling the food supply, controlling the internet, controlling the money flow, controlling housing, every facet of the US government. Clearly, because of what you've done to me. You're clearly controlling the entire US government and all the technology. So, and because you're aggressive, what would I do? It wouldn't be any different in a rebirth. It's a different species. Okay, so you folks have determined you're not going to allow a regular United States of America because this clearly isn't regular United States of America. This isn't U.S. Constitution, so you can't rebirth. Like you decided to destroy everything. There's nothing left to contain you except for God, and this is Him containing you. And then I just explain it to you because you're supposed to understand English. It's like I'm a prairie dog, but I'm not in a food chain. I'm out of the food chain. Yeah. I'm out of the food chain. So you're only doing it for some sort of whacked out sick pleasure. And I don't believe other species do that. So you don't serve a purpose like in the ecosystem. Okay. And I'm not part of a food chain. So what the hell are you doing other than you're grossly insane? Be my last enemy. That's what you are. You made yourselves that, not I made you that. So I didn't make you. I didn't make your brain. I didn't make your body. Uh, you don't attack me as a means to attack the creator. I mean, why don't you just talk to the creator directly and stop bothering his prophet? So, anyway, all I can do is explain it. You're not allowed to extinct my species. That's why there's a book. I think he wrote it with the stuff about the genetics alone, never mind the prophecy. If you go, that's a stretch about the many prophecies in it. You can't explain the genetics of it. Okay, so I think he fully explained that. Plus, I mean, look at your world. Just people running around saying my name over and over again and refusing to acknowledge they're even doing that. No, it means Mar-a-Lago. It means a house. Does it? Yeah. A mighty house. It does mean a house. It means a mighty house that you can't extinct. It's almighty. God won't let you. Ankle. This happened last week too. It was probably the first day. I'll wear different sneakers tomorrow. Three more days. At 4, I could stop my meal because it'll be done by 5. And then I'll have some fruit, maybe some fruit with some almond butter later. Well, it isn't the no salt, no sugar, but oh, what's this? I can get some oil out of this one. No, not much. Okay, this is dry roasted almonds and palm oil, so it doesn't have sugar and salt in it. The classic stuff. 10 milligrams of sodium. 1 sugar. No added sugars. There you go. I got this one. It was on sale one time. Is this the classic too? I think this one's open too. Yeah, but this one's almost full. I'll eat that one first. I'll eat tonight with some apples probably. I was doing that. Was it last summer? I started getting lazy. It was like bananas and peanut butter constantly. I think it was the winter though, wasn't it? Before the snap card was off. Yeah, it must have been before. Like they shut it off around July of 2022, and then it was just 3 weeks of ionizing radiation. So that didn't get them to turn it back on. Don't expect it to do it now. They're even sicker now, but they have less excuses. Yeah, if anybody was ever to question them about it, they have less excuses. I mean, I talked to 2 people on a phone, one on Saturday and one today. And the rest of it is all numerous repeated phone calls and the stuff with the phone, with their website. So, well, if you go into it yourself, I'm sure there's a master key. You can see that it says April 8th on it. How would I know that if I was unable to access it? Yeah, anything like I must have messed up. How would I know it said April 8th? Right. Because I clearly accessed it. That's why I have an account. I downloaded it into the phone, put in my email and my phone number or whatever, my name, and my EBT card number. For whatever reason, I'm sitting there watching it. It allowed me to do it, but on the keypad when you're calling people, it's not registering the right numbers. I don't think it's the phone. No, I think they did it to the phone. I explained it. Is there a way to voice activate telephone numbers? Yeah, that might be needed because people do have visual impairments, and plus they're doing weird stuff to the phones. Just FYI. So that's probably God probably directed a person to go to the library in Reading. That's probably exactly what happened, and then they realized they still wouldn't let them renew the card. Okay, that's pretty serious. Yeah, I mean, Reading, isn't that way out there? Yeah, that is pretty serious because there's grocery stores everywhere. Yeah, just anyways. No, I know you just go. They will tell you themselves, the food pantry people and the grocery store, right? So I know you just go. How would they just? They'd have to give out their own cards, and how are they going to do that? I can't even get Stop and Shop to give me a Stop and Shop card. I don't trust any of that. Remember the gift cards? They disabled the all of the Stop and Shop gift cards. Right. You go the answer is just to renew these fucking SNAP food cards. Right. You just go, people have got to stop it. I know you go, why? I don't want them to do this, but why are you not just disabling everybody's bank account? Get it? Disabling everybody's debit card. Why are you targeting a SNAP food system? Because you have dementia. That is why you are doing it. Right. That is why you are doing it. Hopefully, this will be the last day I have to talk about it. Yeah. That's why I told you I can't call you again. Don't expect me to call you again. It's just, nope, don't expect me to call you again. 2 days is all you're getting from me. Yeah, I mean, now you forced me to walk an hour each way all summer long to get food. That's my only source of food. Okay, so also, this is the added part of it. You were already told that this man is saying that his truck is broken. Get it? So now I have to walk an hour each way when I have a medical condition too to feed three fucking people. You can't get any more fucking damned. You cannot get any more fucking damned than what you're doing. I'm just letting you know. So don't expect that shit to be shut off. I told you that ahead of time. That wasn't even a discussion until April 19th. Usually, people like the people that are refusing to turn a fucking snap card on, they have to believe they're demanding something, like they're demanding free food, even though you've explained it to them that's not what you're doing. They'll pretend they don't know what you're talking about. That's why they won't do anything when you reach a person. Oh yeah, like they're making up this thing when, like it's when Devora kept trying to contact the probation officer, and it was this phone number to that phone number to that phone number. They did it at the Social Security office too, in 2022. They're criminally insane and they have dementia. To them, that skirts it off. They actually believe that that's a them they. 14 different phone numbers to machines that redirect you in a circle means they didn't do something. They die. Yeah. And then it's just like I told you, they die and then there's different people. I guess I'll start cooking my dinner. It's 10 to 4. I stuck the little corns in with some peppers that were in that vegetable tray that I got to use. I used, I think, a couple of them. So I'm going to use them before they go completely bad. That's my food for tonight. Something happened along the way where they never have paper towels at the food pantry anymore. I'm not sure what that is because the stuff is all donations, but I mean, I noticed at first that they would like a lot of times not have it, and then all of a sudden, it's probably been at least a year. They never have paper towels. So, anyways, some of the stuff is kind of like non-topics to me, to be honest. So I got my food in. Go down there sometime around 5. Day 1, 4-day blitz. What's going on? Yeah. What I was saying is some of this like agitation, as you call it. I don't know if it's because I know it could be from the ionizing radiation. So, which I mean, it makes sense. It would match up to shutting off a SNAP food card, and then you go. Did you still refuse to renew her SNAP food card? Okay, so yeah, it was pretty cold when I started walking. It must have been freezing yesterday. So that was, and it was windy. I think the puddle is thawed out. I noticed yesterday morning that it was frozen. It may have actually evaporated the water because it rained all day Saturday. So it formed a puddle, and then Sunday morning it was just definitely ice. Probably some people keep a bottle outside and then you go, yeah, like it's frozen. It must be cold outside. Probably soon I'll relax while I'm waiting for my food to cook, and then I'll sit back over here to eat it. So this will wait another day. Oh, I again didn't do the sunflower seeds. Oh well. It tastes good with chicken, yeah. Maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna bring the thing down there. I put them in my flats, but I think the first day I had them, I used them in my flats, and then I remembered to put them on my chicken. Because that's another thing that tastes good with like chicken. If you're like roasting it, they call it baking it, roasting it. Chickpeas, if you had, especially if you had blue cheese, it tastes good with that. Remember that? Yeah. They'll never have it again now that I have a cooler. You just go, I could just put it right in the cooler. Just, okay. It's all part of the damnation because it was explained repeatedly and then it just keeps going on. Yeah. I'm sure not the only person, right? It's just, obviously everything and anything trying to starve people, and just profound insanity. And that's one of the ways is you keep forcing them to live with people that are eating all their food. I mean, that's pretty elaborate brain making up insanity, but brain making up insanity, brains that are used to trying to murder people and make it seem like other people are doing it. I'm sure they have some pretty elaborate thoughts in their head, like a molester making up what they're doing when all they're doing is like rubbing on a kid and stuff. Yeah. Really fucked up people. So it makes sense that some of them were degraded like that. It just sounded like grotesque, perverted child molesters. Yeah. Hop, 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 hop. I'm just being lazy. I gotta shut this off for a while. Oh, this is not the live stream. That's me watching myself. All right, so